Don't ever go with the flow. Be the flow.
Yeah.
And I don't need no middleman to talk to my
Hey.
I understand if you don't understand. That's where we differ.
Yeah. Welcome to the We Differ Podcast, episode number 29 of the We Differ Podcast. I'm your host, Shells456, and I'm here with my lovely, beautiful, amazing co-host, E, on this beautiful day. The weather was amazing tonight, today.
See.
How you feeling today?
Well, how are you?
I'm good. Got a chance to get out, get some fresh air, visit my mama.
Beautiful.
Was kicking it with her for half the day. It's just everything's everything. Everything is everything. Did you have a adventurous day, or was it chill?
I worked. I went to the gym.
Uh-huh.
I worked up until like 2 hours ago.
Okay. I want to start this podcast off by like this a random ass question. And it's, what would you tell your 15-year-old self? Like, what advice would you give your 15-year-old self? Like, looking back on like things you could have did, mistakes you might have made. Like, what would you tell that young E?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think people are gonna make mistakes despite whatever you tell them. You know, and so you kind of have to go through. You have to experience certain things. So even like raising a child, like you can tell them whatever. Like they have to experience certain things. So, I would just tell myself to like that attitude shit, like because it closed. Even as a child, it closed a lot of doors for me.
Yeah.
So, I would say my attitude and
that's it.
Yeah, because everything else, like I feel like you kind of everything. I feel like I kind of had to experience everything else.
Okay.
But that attitude shit, like that didn't have to be a part of my life, at all.
Yeah.
But another thing I probably would be. I was gonna say to forgive, but that's another thing. Like that came with growth.
Yeah,
so that's it. How about yourself?
I don't know. My 15-year-old self, I would probably,
or maybe a bit older.
Yeah, I don't want to skip over the 15-year-old because it's kind of like, and this is gonna sound nuts, but I probably would have said, drop out of high school. Like I think because I knew what I wanted to do when I was in 9th grade. You know what I'm saying? And like just the structure of school, like it just wasn't. School was never for me. So I think I probably would tell myself to like drop out of school. And any kids that listen or any kids that like, that's bad information, to each his own. But for me, I feel like I would have had just that a quicker start at what I wanted to do. Had I did that.
But that's tricky because as a kid, you a lot of kids just don't want to do anything and are lazy or whatever. So I think like as a parent, if you realize your child that's not your kid's thing, and like maybe they need to be picking up other things, and like I think it's more so at that age, like the parents call.
I mean, no, not up here. Like half my friends dropped out
at 15
in 9th grade.
Really?
Yeah. Most of my friends, by the time they got to 9th grade, it's like they probably came like 2 weeks of school and they was just done with it. I mean, so yeah, I probably would have just did that because I wasted a lot of time. I don't regret. I built a lot of relationships with a group of guys that wasn't from my neighborhood. So, you know, I would definitely regret that, like missing that part. But everything else about school, like it was nothing. Like literally, like I didn't learn anything in high school.
I wonder if your experience you would have had a totally different outlook on school had you been in a different school. The world may never know.
Yeah, I think, and I because I think that changed it. Like, because I was supposed to go to art school, and I just wasn't prepared for like the interview. And when I went to the interview, it just didn't go well. So if I would have went to art school, that's in my lane. So it would have equipped me for what I want to do. You know what I'm
even
saying?
like a private school who will, what's the word? Whatever. I do this shit all the time, don't I? I be forgetting like simple ass words.
I just think.
But what I was gonna say is like a private school or a public school who did have the money to really get you to excel in something that you wanted to do.
Yeah.
So to highlight things, like, did y'all have like
it's nothing down here. Like school, that shit was like Lean on Me. You ever see Lean on Me?
I did, of course.
Yeah, that shit is like, with the school I went to, was like Lean on Me. Like that, it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing. I think you probably picked up more bad habits than anything. And everybody that succeed, like that did well in school, probably like work at Target now and shit.
No, you don't think nobody excelled at it?
No, 100% people excel.
All
But
right.
I'm talking about like the nerds that was really into it. Like, oh, I'm a straight A student, all that shit. Like, a lot of the times, like,
You don't know that either.
I literally follow half the people I went to high school with on Facebook. Like, I see people lives. We got the internet.
Really?
Yeah.
And
it's just
half the people?
a lot. No, I'm not saying. You know, we have like big dreams when we in high school. You know what I'm saying? And do this and do this and do that. I just feel like my school in particular didn't set us up for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I
the
got
people that could have been big shit, you know, work regular, like check to check type shit. Not too many people like excel
That's very unfortunate.
that I know of. I'm sure there's plenty that did.
Yes.
But you know.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's what I would tell my dad and like listen to adults more. Listen to more adults. You know what I'm saying? Like listen to more adults, because after 15 and like you get into your 20s, you know, it's just like I was just surrounded by all my friends. We all young. We all, you know what I mean, not really knowing what's going on, and you have adults that talk to you like, look, this, like. Listen to me now. I'm 30. You know, listen to me now. I'm 40. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm that guy. Like, look, young, look, this is. You know what I'm saying? Everything changes.
I always used to hate like when people used to be like, "Oh, when we was kids back in the day," it's like, "Yo, you're not now. It's a different time, or whatever." But I guess like history definitely does repeat itself.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, people always used to tell me like I wasn't a bad kid. Like the only thing was my attitude.
Yeah.
And they always used to say like, "You need to lose your attitude." Like that was one thing, and like, it wasn't. I didn't want to have an attitude.
Yeah.
Like, you know how like certain people like they take pride in that shit. They're like, "Oh, my mouth is crazy." Like, you never heard me say that shit. Like, sure, it could get crazy. I don't want to be like that. I never wanted to be like that. But it's certain things like from your childhood traumas and all of that that makes you be a certain type of way.
Facts.
So, even like adults saying that to me, like it wasn't as simple as not having an attitude.
Yeah.
But like if I were to be able to tell myself that like in a letter, I would just like really hone in and like listen, this is why this is and this is why this is. So I would like have a better understanding versus an adult just saying don't have an attitude.
Yeah. No, I feel that. All right. We got anything else that we want? It was something else that we wanted to talk about. J. Cole album. J. Cole. Let's hit it. J. Cole's new album is. What do you think of it?
12 tracks or 13? 12 tracks?
I think it's like 12.
12 out of 12.
12 out of 12.
Yes.
Right.
100%.
And what's the name of the album? You know?
I got you. The album is titled The Off Season.
The Off Season. J. Cole, The Off Season.
39 minutes. No skips. Track to track. It's a go.
Yeah. Amazing album from J. Cole. I mean, the nigga nice, bro. Like, he rap his ass off. His cadence, beat selection. It's like, I feel like Cole is like what Nas would have been had Nas didn't fall off on certain points of his career. And like, I look at it like this. I feel like Kendrick is like big, I think Drake is like Hove. No, I think Kendrick is like Hove. Drake is like Big. And Cole is like Nas and shit. Like the big three. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good comparison. I think for Cole, I wouldn't compare him too much to Nas because Cole got like he can make a song.
Nas can make songs.
Not like Cole. Like
see, but that's the thing. But Cole can't make hits, and I feel like the same way about Nas. Like they don't make hit records. You know what I'm saying? They make solid songs. When it come to like Kendrick can make a fucking hit record in his sleep. Drake make hit records all fucking like in his sleep. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. I think that's what separates all three of them. But Cole makes solid ass music, and this album is amazing. And even like he's just getting better at picking features.
21 and him always like
21.
I fuck with
him and 21 is a good collab. Him and that Lil Baby record is crazy. Yeah, even putting the new kids on, like putting the new kid. I think his name Moray from he from Fayetteville, just like Cole, and he's heavy too. I like him. He remind me of like a fucking CeeLo Green, like a new age CeeLo. You gotta like really watch that kid. He's crazy.
Listen, but when he came on the track, I thought he was who I think he was, John Legend. That's what I thought he was. Yeah. But now Cole, like first of all, I fuck with Cole heavy. Do I have him on this list? I was doing the other day. What? I was sitting here and I was writing a list of people I am fans of. Because I guess he didn't make the list.
Really?
But no, because with me, like any of these people, look here, they put out anything, I would like every single last one of them, right? Like no.
LeBron James, Stevie Wonder, Beyonce, Rihanna, Michael Jackson, Nicki Minaj, Amy Winehouse, Biggie, Erykah Badu. Yeah, that's a good list.
But like those are like anything they put out, like I'm not gonna ever say, oh, that's trash. But with Cole, like that album was only for your eyes only or whatever that shit was.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. Like I liked a few songs, but I didn't like the whole thing. KOD was fucking amazing. That was immaculate, the last album. But Cole, I fuck with Cole heavy. Yeah. It's not a lot of stuff that I don't like from him, but yeah.
I kind of like miss the whole front half of Cole career because I just didn't like him. Chance put me on a Cole early, and my homie Chance, and it was just like, I don't know if it was because I was rapping at the time. I'm like, this nigga not that nice, but it was like, I don't know. I couldn't fuck with him. So like the early mixtapes, his first album, I really started tapping in on Cole on
Forest Hill Drive.
Yeah. And I don't know if he always was talented, he always was skilled, but I think like his record label had him moving in certain type of ways and trying to make him make certain records so that it would work out for me.
He was hitting. Nah, I don't know. I liked him.
I ain't like Who Dat. I ain't like the workout record, like the Kanye workout. Like, I ain't like none of that shit. So it probably was just that, them trying to make him make hit records. I think he found himself with Forest Hill Drive, like, fuck them hit records. I'm going to do what's right for me.
And it was still hit records on that album, too.
No, it wasn't. What was on that record? That's the joint with Miguel?
No. Hold on, let me see. But what was the song with the, when he was young and he was rapping about, like, his first time? You remember that song?
Yeah. That might have been the only record I didn't like that much.
You didn't like?
Yeah, it just seemed weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like in his 30s talking about losing his virginity.
Wet Dreams. This album was fucking, I played this front to back too.
Yeah, that album was crazy, but the one after that wasn't so good.
For your eyes only.
Yeah, I wasn't really feeling that one.
Yeah. My man Cole, congratulations, man. Good job. Yeah. Good fucking job. For real. I waited for that.
There was a couple other people that dropped too, right?
21 dropped an EP. It was only like 4 songs on there.
And who else? There's one other person, I think. Oh, that Nicki Minaj shit.
You're such a hater.
No. I mean, I like Nicki. Nicki, all right. That mixtape was fire. Everything on that joint is slap, but it ain't like it ain't worth talking about because it ain't no new music. It's not. But Nicki Minaj dropped her, I guess it's a classic mixtape, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just can't wait for Nicki to like be back or whatever.
She gonna shake shit up.
Nah, she is like.
But she needed this drop. She don't need to talk before she come out. I think that get in the way a little bit because people start judging her. You know what I'm saying? Just drop music.
I mean, it's always gonna be that. People judge Cardi. People judge Meg.
Yeah, but people like Cardi and people like
A lot of
Meg.
people don't.
I mean,
but it's always gonna be that. You feel me?
I feel like Cardi and Meg don't give people a reason not to like them. If you don't like them, you probably just a hater. You probably just like, oh, I don't like how she talk. I don't like her accent or some shit. But Nicki Minaj, people are like, oh yeah, she. I don't like her as a person. I mean, you know, I can see people saying that because he come off a way sometimes. All right,
Yeah.
Let's get into this. I want to talk about. Oh, my phone is making noises in the headphone. All right, I want to talk about like investments and a good play that's going on right now. If you're into stocks and investing, they call this a meme stock, AMC. It's fueled by the gorillas. It's a gang of people on the internet that buy the stock up.
What is a meme stock?
A meme. You know what a meme is?
Yeah.
All right, so a meme stock, basically, it's a stock that's being fueled by investors on social media. So now it's kind of like we got the power to make stocks do what we want them to do because we got cameras. We can come on here and say, yo, buy AMC stock. You know what I'm saying? And people will buy it. Can't. Yeah, this is not financial advice at all. This is not financial advice. But yeah, you can say buy this stock and it can go up. But long story short is AMC was going out of business. It was in bankruptcy, you know what I'm saying? So the stock going down, and the hedge funds seen an opportunity in it, and they started shorting the stock. So they bought a whole bunch of stocks, you know, betting that AMC would go down. So when the gorillas and people on the internet seen that, we started buying the stock up. So right now is in that position, like it's at $14. It's AMC was supposed to have been dead. It's at $14 right now, and
almost $15.
Almost $15, and it's pretty technical, but basically, the hedge fund people gotta buy them stocks back, and it's our price. So I can say I got this stock, and I'm not selling it to. It goes to $1,000. So as long as we hold. The price going to keep shooting up because they have to buy these things back. They have to purchase these stocks. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I probably didn't explain that all the way right, but the thing is, it's a amazing opportunity. It may or may not happen. I 100% think this shit's going to happen. I think it'll be crazy. I think it's going to be a transference of wealth to a lot of people. I think a lot of people going to get rich out here. Yeah, and you know, it's kind of really cheap now. So if you're seeing this, this is not financial advice, but you should probably like buy some AMC stock, even if it's 10, even if it's 5.
Yeah, something.
You know what I'm saying? Something.
I mean, thank you for that information because everything that Shell's watches. Oh my god, a shit ton. Like. He is so obsessive, and like the amount of information that I've seen him consume within the last week alone, like this is ongoing, but alone is just honestly ridiculous. I've never seen nothing like it. But the information that you've just provided, like I didn't know anything, so like because once you just tell me to do something, I just do it or whatever. But I don't be knowing why I'm doing anything. Yeah. And like yeah, so thank you for that information. I didn't know.
Yeah. All right, and this to wrap that up. This is what the main topic of this podcast is: just being able to risk, like manage your risk. Like, are you risk adverse or are you willing to take big risks? And what are you willing to do? And how that just falls in society and outcomes, you know what I'm saying, in people's lives.
What level are you at when it comes to risk tolerance?
Yeah, to take a risk. Yeah.
Yes.
So me personally, like I'm kind of retarded when it comes to risk. Like I kind of like bet it all. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's something I believe in, because I always feel like I can get shit back. You know what I'm saying? I feel like cards are meant to play a certain type of way. And I feel like if you have fair you're never gonna get to that other side. You know, you gotta jump. You gotta be willing to this shoot the fucking shot. And most things don't matter in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Long we living and got, long you're not risking your life. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that you can't get back. Your life. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or time, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I wouldn't go shoot somebody to risk time in jail because it's not a smart move. But like, as far as something that like, okay, this stock can go to $1,000, it's $15 now. I'll put a shitload of money on it because it's $15. And if I lose that money, you know, only invest money that you can afford to lose, first of all, if you're investing in anything. But yeah, I'm just willing to do that shit. Willing to take it there for the benefits.
Okay. So, aggressive, moderate, conservative. Go ahead and rate yourself.
Oh, aggressive.
Yes,
aggressive.
I agree. Though I do believe that you've gotten even more aggressive within the last going on 2 years. In the last 2 years, you got more aggressive. Mm-hmm. You, like, think about like work or whatever. That was like, you know.
Yeah.
But myself, I am very, very risk adverse. Risk adverse is when you are reluctant to take any risk. I'm very scary when it comes to everything. I'm scary. And that I don't even gamble. Like, I've never gambled.
You know, you think it's a reason for it, or is just like
it's 100% a reason. It has a lot. It's so crazy how much everything relates back to childhood. It's so crazy. Like the fear of like not having has always like frightened me. Like so, like I'll be like, oh, I gotta get to this amount in the savings, and then I'll be like, oh, after that I could do whatever with the money. I'll reach that limit, and then they're like, oh no, but I'm gonna keep on saving that money. I'm not gonna like invest any of it. I mean, I've 100% gotten so much better fucking with stocks now. Because like before, oh my god, like I'd be I'll be so emotional, so like going crazy if like an account of mine wasn't where I needed it to be or where I wanted it to be. But now like the stock market works for me because that money would be sitting anyway. I wouldn't even touch the money. So now like, oh, if it's like a play, you tell me about a play, it's like, oh, I'm gonna put $1,000, and I just like, all right, cool, I'm gonna put $1,000 because literally it would just be sitting in my account. I'm not gonna touch it. So that, and it obviously relates to other things in life. Like everything, anything I could think of. Like, I'm not gonna take a risk of like if I have a fear of getting caught doing something. I'm in a relationship. I'm not gonna cheat because I'm like, I'm not taking no fucking risk. At all.
I mean, it's just I don't know why what it is about me that this make me like real like willing to just do shit. I think it's just the motto of just like most things. I really just don't feel like shit be mattering a lot. You know what I'm saying? And things that you can get back, you can always get back. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's like I'm extremely pessimistic. You know what I'm saying? Optimistic. I'm sorry. I'm extremely optimistic. So it's like I always look at the upside of everything. So it's like I don't really look at like what bad can happen. I deal with that when that shit happened. But the upside of things is like what I always look at the upside.
And that's what I was just thinking about, because being risk adverse and being a pessimist is always like, oh, what if this happened? What if this happens? And like, and I hear people saying, no, what if it works? And just having that mindset. And sometimes it's hard because like if you never seen nobody make it, if you never like, you don't have good examples. So if you're in a shitty neighborhood, you never seen nobody excel up out of that. It's like, all right, what makes me so different or whatever. So I think a lot of it has to do with self-confidence and all those sorts of things, whatever you have inside. But for me, I think the stock market has helped me out a lot is because how I look at the stock is like one way or another. I only fuck with safe stocks, period. That's one. And two, even if it go down, I don't sell. It's gonna go back up. Like I'm a hold it until it goes back up. And when I used to play bull, like I used to be like I used to first of all I was a star basketball player, right? And my coach used to have to scream at me, shoot the ball. That's unheard of. That's stupid shit. Like LeBron. I was just like Bron. Yeah. And like everybody used to tell me like, yo, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Yeah, facts. And that shit, like I'm thinking about that now. I'm like, oh shit, like where does buying? Like, and I'm willing to take more risks now. Like just that's what the stock market has done to me is giving me that confidence. Like I'm ready to quit my job tomorrow.
You said tomorrow?
Real
Are you being
shit.
serious? Jesus Christ. You in your bag. All right.
Nah, I'm not gonna quit tomorrow, but like I'm willing to venture out about it soon.
Yeah. And you touched on something like as far as like confidence and shit like that. And I think I always like I'm obsessive. So it's like I don't just blindly do shit. I don't want it to sound like I blindly do shit. Like I literally am an expert at doing research on shit. Like I analyze shit and I look at numbers. Or like I'm damn near know how to really read stock charts now. And I build certain skill sets so I'm able to get myself out of the jam or fight my way to the upside. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's I need to say that shit too.
That like, scares me because when you mention that, like you doing research, anytime I've ever like regretted something,
you just close your eyes and say fuck it.
No, it was because exactly. It was because of that. Yeah. And because I don't have that in me to be like, nah, just sit and like play the long game or whatever. I mean, certain things I can. Yeah. Like relationship, I can play the long game and that shit. Yeah. But like when it comes to like just something that I don't know, like if you make me feel away, like a boss makes me feel away, nigga, I'm quitting. Like shit like that. Like and I don't think shit through. I don't research it. Like I might I'll fuck around, quit and won't have a job. I mean, that's never happened, but like that's the type of mentality I have. Like if I ever felt disrespected. Yeah. And I don't think there's anything wrong with the type of mentality that you have because you do those things. Yeah. But imagine a person like me just being aggressively. Yeah.
It's advantages and it's disadvantages to both. You know what I'm saying? It just is. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the middle, that's great.
Yeah, I think it should be moderate.
I feel like people that's moderate kind of like, I think that could be a better, I don't know. Because I think people that take extreme risks a lot of times hit big sometimes.
The reward is higher.
Yeah, the reward is higher. But, you could end up on the street too if you just take it too far.
So, which would you rather?
I mean, me being the way I am, I couldn't imagine not.
Would you rather, let me say it like this, would you rather take that risk and chance you taking it like to crazy levels? Yeah. Or like being out on a corner in front of 7-Eleven? Or like just maintaining and just being conservative?
No, I'll take the risk all day. Because I don't have no drug problem. I feel like I can crawl out of any situation. You know what I'm saying? Like anything, like it's not gonna. As long as I'm alive, you know what I'm saying? As long as I'm alive, I can fight to get whatever it is I want back.
What's that guy's name that your mom watches? He does life insurance.
Oh, I don't know his name.
All right, damn. I wish I knew his name, but he is like my mom watching, so I know he's big. All right,
he's the gay guy, and he be having a lot of information. What? He's gay.
What the fuck does that mean? Everybody's gay.
He's a black gay guy that sell insurance. I mean, people might know. Like, black gay guy that sell insurance. He be having mad good information. I do watch him sometimes, but I just don't know his name.
My mom sends me a lot of stuff about, and he be like, so recently, today actually, I was watching a video and he was talking about, you know, people be asking me for money and people say, oh, I was in this, I've endured this and I come from this. Like, oh, you don't know what type of situation, I don't have money. He was like, yo, you alive?
Yeah.
What the fuck you mean you broke?
Yeah.
And this is like from a man, like he's rich now, but like he thugged that shit out or whatever. So like I think of people like him and like taking those chances, and I'm like, nah, like you have to risk certain things. Like he was working, so this is what he said, he's working his full-time job and like people say, oh, I don't have time. He's like, I worked my full-time job, I got up early and I stayed up late and I worked on my lunch break for my side shit. And people will say, oh, I don't have enough money. Well, like stay at your job or whatever. So it's a lot of excuses. And like a person like me, I would have to stay at my job. I would probably have to take the route that he took, stay at my job, get up early, stay late, and all those sorts of things.
And that's a big thing about it too, is just like willing to work on your own thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will you know, have a 9 to 5, and then when they get home, it's just like if you want to take it a step further, you know what I'm saying, you gotta go home and you gotta build your own shit. My shit, when I was at work, I used to be late as fuck. I used to drive trucks. I used to do delivery. After every delivery, I would sit outside or wherever I just delivered at, and I would watch fucking YouTube videos, and I would do research every single stop, bro, for like 15, 20 minutes. I'm sorry to my boss, Dave. I know they just thought I was a slow driver. So, I mean, it's like, yeah, I'm not that fast. I'm not get good at this shit. They just always fuck with me. But, yeah, I would do research, enough research to make me be able to quit my job at a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just like you got to do your due diligence on everything. You got to it's not just about, like, throwing paint, throwing something at the wall and hope that shit stick. Because that's just a bad strategy. Absolutely. And I did that a lot of my 20s.
Sometimes, when you're young and you don't know what's next, that is a strategy. But when it comes to like excelling and what you want to, the next step, no.
And felon. Felon is like the greatest thing. I used to be afraid of felon. I used to like what would people think of me if I didn't take it all the way, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this, and what will people think of me if I fail? Now it's like I look for them opportunities to fail, because you learn so much and like you build on top of shit, and it's just like, bro, it's so much in that. It's so much within failing. I fell over 10,000 times because, you know, I just do shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I build shit, fail, build shit, fail, build shit. You know what I mean? But like you build in that process, you build yourself up to be like a fucking animal, you know what I'm saying? Where it's just like you don't second guess shit. You understand how it works, and then you look for the failures. You know what I'm saying? You fail fast though. That's my advice. Fail fast.
Yeah. So two things. One, I applaud the people who get up early, stay up late, because that shit, let me tell you, that shit is hard. Like a lot of days we're getting up and we sometimes. At one point we was getting to the gym at 5:15 in the morning, and like, think about it, 5:15 in the morning, you working out and going and then working and shit. By the time it hit like 3:00, you crashing or whatever. So like, I know how that feels. I know how it feels to be delirious. When you're feeling like you're delirious, like you don't. Oh my god, you start to get sick and shit. Yeah. And so the people who do that, I really, my heart goes out to them. Like, I fuck with them heavy, because it's like, that's not a given. Like, oh, you want to start a business, oh, you got to do this. Nah, that shit is hard. Yeah. But like, understand that if you want to do it, that's kind of like you gotta do that. You got to.
I see a lot of people with big ambition, but they just don't want to do the small things that would get them there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to do that, you probably should read a book on that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do this, you need to, like, and it's just little things like that, like read, and then you know, YouTube is a big thing. Finding people that's in that space. You know what I'm saying? We got the internet now, so you don't have to literally look out and find a person in the street that's in the space that you want to be in. You can look up to somebody that do what you do on the internet, and they do it well, and you can study that person from afar.
I was just about to bring up the internet. I think the internet gives this false perception, and I think that's why a lot of people give up so easily, because it's like, oh, I see this person, they were able to accomplish these things, and like, damn, like, why didn't I accomplish these things? But the internet shows you, the people on the internet, they show you their best selves. So of course you don't see that grind, you don't see that shit. So like, I mean, some people are transparent enough to show that, but a lot of people just show you the end result.
And those are the people I'm talking about. The people that's transparent, and those people that show you the process and let you know up at. I'm not talking about the nigga that's sitting on a Lambo and flashing money. That because people look at that and they just want to, you know, they go out and buy $1,000 shoes and be on a bus stop. You know what I'm saying? They want to look the part. I'm talking about people that really, if you really want to be this, you'll see somebody on the internet and they probably don't have the time to give you all the content on say Instagram. You know what I'm saying? But you see them on Instagram, you go to YouTube. Oh, these motherfuckers do a day-to-day. Like they got a little fucking web series where they show what they do day-to-day. You know what I'm saying? It's all about like digging deeper, and I'm big on that. Like once I go down the rabbit hole, like it's just so much, and you know, you start the connection. Like oh shit, and then you could put it all together, and then do this shit your own way with your own twist. Did we get away with what we were supposed to be talking about?
No, but I definitely appreciate that. The people who are like giving game, yo, oh my God. Like I was just talking to one of my, that's right, I was at the mall, and this girl, she I don't even know how I ended up talking to her, but I ended up giving her mad information about something. She was so thankful. She was like, oh my God, thank you so much. Like, I try to get information from people, but people are so like closed off. Like they don't want to, like, I'm young. Like come on. Yeah. And I'm like, oh no, like that's what it's about. Like you gotta give back or whatever. I'm like, and I don't know everything, but like what I was telling her, like I was pretty knowledgeable about. Yeah. And I'm like, it's different today. Like we got old people, even my age, like old school ideas. Like, it's hard, but it's easier, much easier. And people on the internet are giving out so much fucking information about everything. Like, yo, I ordered a fucking Bull Main shirt, and I went to YouTube for the review to see what fucking size I should order. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so informative nowadays. Like, it's no excuse.
And the opportunity is just different. It's just like I remember when I was coming up, in order to own a business, you had to buy a building. You know what I'm saying? You have to buy a fucking building. You can go on Shopify and pay $30 a month and sell your product through the fucking internet. You know what I'm saying? You could make candles. It's just a million things you can do. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's out here.
And I hate to always say like, because sometimes when people, and you'll literally say this, it's so easy. I hate to minimize like the effort that you have to put into, and like sometimes like the knowledge. Nah, you do gotta find it. You do.
Yeah, one
and the effort, if you don't have that effort, like it's not gonna manifest.
Yeah, I mean, that's just comes with it. If it's for you or it's not for you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a lot of people want to be a lot of things. Let's just be honest. If you don't have the work ethic and the drive, it's not going to happen. If you can't figure it out, it's not going to happen. Nothing's going to drop on your lap. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta, like I said, once again, do your due diligence. If you want to make t-shirts, you gotta go on the internet and look at screen printing and whatever else type of t-shirts it is to make. You got to learn how to do that skill or hire somebody, you know what I'm saying? So you got to have capital if you don't know how to do it. It's just things that you got to do to get where you want to go. It's all about learning. That's why I come back to reading. I think reading is the biggest thing that changed my life, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, I thought everything, and this is going to take a quick left, but I just want to get this off. I thought everything that I did was through me, through my power, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm talented. I can do this. I can do this. I can do that. And then I realized, though, it's not. It's mindset. Mindset is the biggest thing. You can have somebody that's 10 times, 20 times less talented to me. But if they got that mindset to put the pedal to the metal and learn this and learn this and learn this, even if they're not that good, they're going to outdo me 100 times. You know what I'm saying? So it's mindset. It's learning that it's not on your own power. It's just sources. It's sources that once you make up your mind up here, this shit will come to fruition.
I
in the
agree
long
with
run.
you 100%.
We
only see the success stories on the internet. So like, people who
that's not true.
No. I'm saying, why
as far as what, like
anything. So like, if somebody has to somebody's out there and they're trying to grind or whatever, because I just always want to yes, you'll have success stories, but like the people who are like trying, not giving up, like you can't always look to the next person, because the reason why you're seeing their stories because it's a success. So like, honestly, you gotta just sometimes just go inward versus looking at someone else.
It is always good to go inward, but seeing people floss, I mean, it depends on your why. You know what I'm saying? If you see somebody on the internet flossing, that could be motivation. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to particularly learn like they skill on how they got their money, but just seeing a nigga in a Wraith might make a young nigga want to do something.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. That nigga made me want to sell some life insurance today.
Oh, and this speaking on is all about the success story, or that's all we see on the internet. Like, on my timeline, it be crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's a nigga, he's actually sells CMOS. And him and his girlfriend be hustling that shit. And they got that shit booming. But he posts pictures of, like, his wife passed out on a fucking couch trying to bag this shit up. Like, I mean, like, this progress pictures. Like, oh, this is what this shit take. Y'all, we don't just ship this shit out and it come to y'all door and it's not from a factory. We sit here and we bag each and every one of these motherfuckers up. We make this shit.
You
know what I'm saying?
selling CMOS?
No. And all right, and that goes to another point. As far as like, I'm an internet guy. You know what I'm saying? With it.
I don't know, works out.
Oh yeah. Just know what you good at. If you good at manual labor, like shit like that, I think that's good. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of motherfucker that will make a little ebook and tell you how to make CMOS and sell that shit like through digital copies, and it's just more like, it makes more sense to me. I don't like to work. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't. I use my head and I use the internet.
Me either.
Yeah, it's just like it's what it's. You can do anything you want to do out here. If you know how to manipulate shit, and you know how to, because it make more sense to me to do something once.
If y'all only knew how many times I said within this past week, fuck a week, within the last 4 days, how I'm done.
No, you don't always gotta work hard, man. A lot of times working smart can get you to a lot of different places, a lot of different points in life. Yeah, and I think that was it for the episode. I think we kind of like doubled down on that. I'm not sure if we went off topic, but it was good.
Well, initially you said you wanted to talk about AMC and like what it means.
AMC to the fucking moon. AMC to the moon.
Maybe you did talk about it in the beginning, but you got your shit off.
Yeah.
Let me see your watch real quick. Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, this is the We Differ Podcast episode number
29.
And we are out, and we want to, just thanks for the support.
Clap it up.
Clap it up.
Should have talked about Joe Budden.
We want to thank y'all for the support. Y'all tapping in every week and really fucking with us. Podcasting is like, I never thought that it could be so like fulfilling to the podcast, you know what I'm saying? And it's only gonna get bigger and bigger. So I just want to say, like, we really thank y'all for tapping in and listening to us. And we're gonna grow this thing all the way out.
Yes, I think ideally that's one of the things I would like to do to get paid from.
Yes,
ideally,
for sure,
it's a few things I want to do, but this is one of them.
Sure.
I will
but this is like what I was saying. Like, I'll like get to 100 episodes without making a profit, like really thugging this shit out. Even if nobody watching, you build up the skills, you build up it, then boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think over the years I've learned to be what's the word for like keep going, like
resistant.
I'm persistent, like extremely persistent and consistent. You know what I'm saying? And just like you knock the walls down, you keep going.
Yeah. And I think within the last few months that we've been doing the podcast, just the level that we've been able to grow, like within like the two of us, that should have just it's fulfilling in itself. Because like say if we, I don't know, if we had words, or it could be anything, and then you like come to the drawing board, like our table, and it's just everything's cool. It's like when we play ball in the morning, it's it's just fun now.
The energy. Yeah, that's a fact. All right, so we are out once again. Episode 29. We out.
Peace.